How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I want to talk about how to prepare for the 6th inning program. We are about 10 days away. I'm also going to be talking about the event that was just released into MLB The Show 19. Some of you guys may remember that I was kind of talking about the programs, and what I thought they would kind of do is release every 3 programs, being the 3rd inning program, the 6th inning program, and the 9th inning program being the best ones. I know that the 4th inning program is also good, but that was just kind of my guess on how they would release some of these cards. We saw in the 1st inning program there were a few good ones, and then 2nd inning program it started to get a little bit better with the Madison Bumgarner and the Vladimir Guerrero, also the Miguel Cabrera. And then the 3rd inning program there was 399s. We see 399s again with the 5th inning program, but just my guess is that the 6th inning program is going to have some good cards, potentially a few immortals from last year's game. But the one thing I wanted to talk about right away is kind of building up these exchange missions. The day before the program, you don't really want to complete any of these daily missions. And these daily missions can be very useful if you're able to redeem the voucher. I think that the voucher is going to be very important for the 6th inning program. I'll talk a little bit about why a little bit later as well. I was able to sell Lou Gehrig for a lot of stubs, and that also allowed me to complete Willie Mays and buy all 3 of the bosses back, and that's why I only have 55k stubs here. But as you guys could see, I was able to complete 2 missions. That's because I kind of stacked these together, and it's important to do this before it says get new missions in 4 hours. Obviously the time is not moving because this is a screenshot, but this is important the day before or 2 days before this new program comes out. If you want to stack these program stars as much as possible, that will allow you to get to 300 stars much quicker and avoid playing a ton of games versus the computer. You're going to have to do that anyway. But let's go ahead and go back in time to a screenshot on July 20th where I was able to complete the program. It came out the previous day. I finished it in about 20 hours of time after it was released. But Lou Gehrig I was able to sell this card for $450,000, and I think if some of these other cards are released that I'm going to be predicting, then I think that these cards are going to also go for a lot of stubs this way. I think in the 4th inning program they did release the extra missions with Ken Griffey Jr., so that allowed 30 extra program stars. In this one, for the 5th inning program, they didn't, and I don't think that they're going to do that again in the 6th inning. I could be mistaken on that, but that's just kind of my guess that that's going to be more of a rare thing, and that also caused the Billy Wagner and other cards like that in that program, like the McCutcheon and the Cal Ripken, to be a little bit lower in price. I don't necessarily see these cards like Bob Gibson and Josh Donaldson being lower than 70k stubs, similar to the Alomar, Verlander, and Ricky Henderson in that program. So I think that some of these cards that could be released in the 6th inning program could be this similar card to the Immortal Tom Seaver from last year's game. This was probably the most effective pitcher in last year's game. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case, but if he has similar pitch differential and velocity and this same repertoire, then he is going to be very effective. I also think that Mike Piazza is going to be coming soon. They are going to release, other sports games are going to be released as well, so I think that MLB The Show has to kind of compete with them and release great content to keep a lot of players playing this game. I still think that there are a lot of MLB The Show players playing the game, but I think cards like Seaver, Piazza, this Immortal Albert Pujols would be really nice to release. I mean, this card could play first base or third base. We did see Josh Donaldson released in the last program, so I'm not really sure about Pujols, but definitely a solid card I know a lot of people are looking for. I'm curious to see when we're going to get this 99 Jackie Robinson. I know there is a flashback or special edition diamond version of legend Jackie Robinson, and I think this card is going to be really good in MLB The Show 19. Wasn't really good in 18, but I think that he will be effective in 19 with the way the game plays. Another one is third baseman Chipper Jones. I know it's another third baseman. This card could potentially play the outfield as well. I don't think he's going to have shortstop in MLB The Show 19, but he definitely could be released in the 6th inning program. I think a quality switch hitter, similar to Roberto Alomar. We haven't really seen a switch hitter since him in that program, but anyway, another one I think is coming soon is Ted Williams. I'm not really sure how you're going to be able to unlock this card, or a couple of these other guys. I mean, Albert Pujols could be a storyline mission. Babe Ruth could be a storyline mission. We already see his I guess, program in the game with the starting pitcher. That's really the best Babe Ruth card that we have. I mean, we also have the gold Babe Ruth card. But, I mean, I think that they have to release Babe Ruth before the ninth inning program. I mean, you want to get this card in the game and people using him before end of the game cycle, and that's just my opinion. I don't really know how the developers are thinking, what their ideas are. I think that throughout the year that they've had tremendous success with the content in this game, or with the show 19. I think Ken Griffey Jr. is another great option. I think that this card is someone that a lot of people want, and I think that they're going to make him easily redeemable throughout the community. I don't think he's going to be an exclusive card like you see the Reggie Jackson for the Battle Royale Flawless Rewards. I don't think we'll see Griffey for that, but another card I'm looking forward to is Signature Series Mike Trout. I think that his Signature Series card will be better than this Immortal. I think he'll have higher vision, a little bit more power, and potentially a really good card. One of the best outfielders in the game if he does have that better vision, especially in 19. But I think another card that hasn't really been talked about too much is Stan Musial. I definitely think that this card's going to be really good in MLB The Show. I think he's going to be a left-handed hitting Rogers Hornsby, similar to Lou Gehrig as well, kind of has the same swing. Another card I'm not really sure that's going to get a Signature Series card. I kind of threw this card in here. I don't necessarily think he's going to be in the sixth inning program, but we do see Vladimir Guerrero as an Immortal. I think that he should get a Signature Series card, but because he has that 94, I'm not really sure if he is going to get one. Another card I think that's more of a sleeper in this kind of prediction and how to prepare for the sixth inning program is this Fergie Jenkins. I think that this card is definitely going to get a Signature Series version of this legend in MLB The Show 19. He did have kind of a career arc in MLB The Show 18, and it was a very good pitcher. I think that this card's going to be a nice control pitcher in MLB The Show 19 and could be very effective. But we do have a new event in MLB The Show 19 as well. I wasn't able to finish all of the wins in the previous event, the Hall of Fame event number 2, but I was able to get to 6 vouchers, which is important because in this next event I will be able to at least redeem this Edgar Martinez. Now that this event is live, you will be able to go ahead and win a few games and be able to earn the vouchers for that. So I might be able to get 10 vouchers because I have 6 already, but 9 is really what's going to get me to 9 total vouchers is really what's going to get me to that Edgar Martinez. So that's what I'm going to do. But the rules are monthly awards and Tops Now players or any bronze or commons. Minimum overall of 60, so we won't see the left-handed knuckleballer from the Blue Jays, but we might see Stephen Wright. We have a max team overall of 85, which is pretty good. I mean, especially for those Tops Now players and those monthly awards. They're all around in like the gold range, 80s range, and low diamond. So that should be nice. You could get a lot of those cards in the lineup if you have them. I personally don't, so I'm going to be using a lot of bronze cards in this event, and it's going to be a little bit tougher on me to get these wins for sure. But the game is on difficulty of Hall of Fame as well, and a 3-inning game, so that's nice. We haven't really seen too many long events where there's 6-inning games or anything like that, but same thing where you get 3 wins, you get a bronze, 6 for a silver, 9 for a gold, and then 12 for a 85 to 89 diamond. Let's take another look at this Edgar Martinez. Definitely a solid card overall. And I would like to get this card for my bench. I redeemed that Lee Smith and immediately sold him for 40,000 stubs. I thought that was a pretty good price, and my bullpen is pretty set to where it's at right now. I wanted to get those other 5th inning bosses so that way I could get the voucher for the 6th inning program. But this Edgar Martinez is definitely a solid card. Has nice contact vision. Just the fielding is really what's keeping him back from starting in the field. But let's go ahead and hop into a ranked seasons game. I wanted to quickly get at least a part of a gameplay in. We're going up against a good team. He has Zach Greinke on the mound, Roberto Alomar, a lot of Signature Series players. He has Omar Vizquel in the 3 spot, which I thought was kind of interesting. But as we started up this game, this is something I had never really seen before. It showed the records, and this opponent has played a lot of games, so I figured he knew exactly what he was doing, and then all of a sudden we just lost connection before any pitch was thrown. So I thought for a second that my internet was having issues again. My power went out recently at my house. I just have been having some issues with the internet, but I was able to get the win somehow. I'm not sure if he dashboarded, and he just quit out as soon as he saw that we matched up. I have no idea what happened. Maybe he wasn't trying to join a game. I probably would have accepted the friendly quit, though. I don't really know what happened, but we do get the win in 1 inning, and there weren't any highlights. But I wanted to quickly talk about this program and some of the new stuff in MLB The Show. According to this schedule, in a couple days here, we will see the July flashbacks, the Tops Now and monthly awards. So I'm curious to see who gets the program for that, who is the Lightning player for that program, as well as I think we got some missions completed towards that already with some of the programs. I'm not really sure. I think I have a couple vouchers for July, but I could be wrong on that as well. But this is what the team's looking like. The order for Josh Donaldson did go through, so I will be debuting him pretty soon. I think I'm going to start him at third base. It's going to be tough for me to take George Brett out of the lineup. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. That's kind of my how to prepare for the 6th inning program, as well as some of the players that I think could be potentially in it. I'm College Lefty, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.